welcome to Thursday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Glad to have you along. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. SGA deciding where to go with it. Pass to Dort. Back to SGA. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And not too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test.
Yeah, Naz Reid, aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
Here's Billups. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Reid can't hit. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Doesn't go for him. Outside McDaniels. There's the drive. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Doris, when you watch Kawhi play, what stands out is his ability to stay on balance at all times.
B.A., when you consider the type of injury and the number of injuries he has sustained to those knees, it is incredible the high level this man plays at. On balance for sure, but a guy who can score big buckets in big moments and carry an offense. Truly incredible.
Now here's Edwards. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Outside Edwards. The three ball. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Doris, what's amazing about Ant-Man, he's worked to become an elite floor spacer.
The reason that's important, B.A., is because we know what a dangerous driver and what a force at the rim Anthony Edwards can be. What I love is he's worked to become a legit threat, and he leaned heavily into that three-point game. So important in the modern NBA.
Free throw good, Edwards. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Randall, left side. Takes it inside. Reid for 3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Well, this is the value of Naz Reid, a center who can shoot it with great consistency from range.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
ABA, Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And that one's good. SGA.
Boy, delicate touch on that floater by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's pretty.
Back to Randall. A minute 39 left to play in the first. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Thunder. 1:36 left to play in the first quarter. Screen by Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Randall outside. Back to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Randall outside. 5 on the clock. fades. Oklahoma City grabs the miss.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Screen by Holmgren. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
Pass to Randall. Out to the right wing. Now McDaniels takes a three. Another miss by Minnesota. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go from the wing. Chamberlain tips it back in. Chamberlain's got his second bucket on the night.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Randall. No good on the buzzer beater. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Thunder out in front. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Here's Billups. No points so far. The kick out to Ingles. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Thunder with a lead. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Holmgren outside. To the inside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. The Timberwolves making a switch here. And Minnesota with possession here. Pass to Reed. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And they call an illegal screen here.
And in the last two possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
And the Thunder were already a tough defensive unit, Doris. Went out and got more stoppers last season in Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso.
It is a prerequisite for Mark Daigneault that you be able to guard your backside off on the defensive end. They lean into their strengths. They were the best of the West in 2024, and then you go out and get better. That front office is first level good. So good.
Here's Billups. Holmgren with the block.
You have to be careful if Chet Holmgren's around defensively. This guy, such a good shot blocker.
Down low. Here's Chamberlain. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Outside Reed. 4-3. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Leonard all alone. No doubt about it.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game over.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Dort outside. Williams with the screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. SGA's got 6. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If you're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Back to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. They set a pick. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Edwards. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
To end the cold spell. Caruso grabs the board.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Doris, Alex Caruso, known for his defensive presence.
I don't know which aspect of his game on that end of the floor to talk about. His ball pressure at the point of attack is elite, but you can also put him off the ball if you need to, and he can get into passing lanes and be disruptive. If you need him to guard up a position, he can do that as well. The versatility is probably the thing that makes him dominant.
Oklahoma City leading by 13. And there's the screen. Outside Mitchell. Fires the 3. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. Stolen by Caruso. Pass to Wallace. Back to Mitchell. Hits the trifecta. Mitchell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Here's Gobert. Gobert showing his skill inside.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
Wallace outside. Pass to Mitchell. Pulls up on the wing. Not going to go that time. And so it's Oklahoma City. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's Billups. No points yet. Pass to Reed. The 3 is up. Dort grabs the miss.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty. We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
Left side SGA. Here's Chamberlain. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Timberwolves trail by 16. And after some uncertainty, the Timberwolves moving forward under new governorship, Doris.
Boy, B.A., that sale process was long and obviously at times quite contentious. I believe the organization has to be thrilled that that is finally in the past, because what you want to do is focus on trying to continue the Wolves' recent run of success. There's a lot to be excited about with this young group.
To the middle. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Here's the pick. Right side Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. Pass to Chamberlain. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Chamberlain's got 12.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Outside Reed. Launches it. Chamberlain pulls it in.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. 5 to shoot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Joe Ingles.
I like whenever Holmgren uses his length to his advantage. Great at forcing the D to foul him inside.
When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy is 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck to get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out. All too easy for Mr. Gobert in the painted area. Nicely done.
Here's Mitchell. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. Here's Billups. Yet to see a basket. Outside, DiVincenzo. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Caruso. DiVincenzo with a steal. Inside. And stolen by Williams. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. DiVincenzo with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Back to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
Williams with the screen. Caruso outside. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Pass to DiVincenzo. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Here's Billups. Soft touch off the glass.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Wallace, right side. Here's Mitchell. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Minnesota with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And here's Wallace. No made baskets yet. DiVincenzo with a steal. He's all alone. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Now, DiVincenzo, a guy who's absolutely going to sprint the floor if he sees an opportunity.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Caruso. And the bucket is good. Caruso's got his first 2 points.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. A big difference in... And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder, leading by 12. And following this one, they'll take on the Nuggets in Denver. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Here's Billups. It's Edwards on the wing. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. To the paint. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
And Naz Reid not only gets off his feet, does it in a hurry and with some strength.
And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Pass to Reed. The three. Nails it from three. Reed's got 5 points now in the quarter.
His first three of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
To the middle. Here's Chamberlain. Misses the layup. Timberwolves trail by 9. Randall outside. Beyond the arc. Chamberlain pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often. And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Pass to Billups. Randall outside. For three. Ooh, it doesn't go.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Leonard! Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
Another reason why they're up, just taking what the defense giving him here.
Outside Reed. Oh, off target from downtown. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They led by as many as 18. Cleared away by Reed. Timberwolves trail by 13. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul so far. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Off on the layup. And the Timberwolves with possession here. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Outside Reed. McDaniels using the glass to lay it in.
Yeah, Jake McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
Here's Leonard. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Chamberlain. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Reed. Can't hit it.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Thunder.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year.
And boy, did they need to win this game after dropping the first two matchups against this squad. Now they can go into the final game of the season series with a ton of confidence.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And so Oklahoma City takes this one.